Right, so here we are back in the Trump assassination attempt to try to update you guys on everything that's going on, okay? And there's a lot, as you know. So, some of the latest information right now is the Trump's RNC speech. At the end of it, he played that opera song. And Trump never ends his RNC speeches or any of his speeches with opera music. Well, what was it? It was the last song off of The Sum of All Fears, and that was a movie that came out in 2002. And what that movie was about was an assassination attempt against a sitting president. They thought it was Russia. Come to find out, in the movie, it wasn't Russia. It was actually an inside job. And the name of the song starts with an N, Nuevo. I can't remember. It's two words. But basically, the words of the song are, I will win, I will win. And when you got Trump coming up after the fact and he's got his fist raised and he says, fight, fight, fight. And that's in the song too. Fight, fight, fight. So it all seems like it's just part of a stage, doesn't it? And now TikTok actually banned my video without one person saying it of the Simpsons episode 20 years ago that came out and predicted how the firefighter Corey Compratore was murdered. And you get him saying right on there how it's a tribute to the fire department when Bart's operating a crane and the letters of Springfield, it looks like Hollywood, and he's got the crane attached to the letters of Springfield, and they all fall down except for the FD. And the mayor of Springfield says it's a tribute to the fire department, and everybody cheers. And then it's got 50 years in Parkersburg, and then it cuts to the 50 on the how 50 years old of Corey Compratore. So I don't know if these guys, if Matt Groening, the creator of Simpsons, is a time traveler, or if they're just writing the script, or if we're all just living in a matrix and nothing is real, or if Trump is in on all this too. I don't know. But it seems to me like they're time travelers because of everything else they predicted over the years. You guys have already seen some of the other episodes about Trump going down the escalator, waving the hand before it actually happened when he got, in 2016 when he was elected president. So it's very strange. There's a lot going on. It's not just the Simpsons episodes. There's that book called The Last President. That was written in 1800 by a guy by the name of Ingersoll Rand, and said a man by Don Trump would be our last president, and he would have a son by the name of Baron Trump that would go to Russia. And he'd be very tall. And that riots would break out when Trump was announced president. So what's going to happen? Are we going to get Trump as president of the United States? Honestly, I don't think we're going to get there. I think that it's going to come hard, quick, and fast. I think that World War III is going to break out. I think that, look at President Xi in China. One of my friends, he thinks that he died. He had that stroke about, 3-4 days ago, and nobody's heard from him since. So he's probably dead, and nobody even realizes it. So these world leaders, it's like the ones that got along with Trump, they're probably not even going to be in positions of power anymore. Putin, in Russia, he likes Trump. They got along. North Korea got along with Trump. But right now, we're not respected with the Biden that's in there. And now they're just saying that he's gone terminal. That he's, the Republicans are saying if Biden's not fit to serve again, he's not fit to serve now. And we've known this all along. But how the Democrats thought they were hiding it all along from the people, when the presidential debate came out and Joe Biden put his head on a silver platter, kind of like Trump did at the rally shooting, but Biden did it in a much worse way. Now the Democrats are freaking out because they know they can't win with him. So now they're forcing him out. And are we going to get Kamala Harris? Nobody wants that. I don't even think the Democrats want that. She's got the record of a prosecuting attorney of people who smoked marijuana while she smoked marijuana and laughed about it. And then they kept those people in there as cheap labor for the jails. This woman is as evil as it gets. And I don't know. This whole thing is just really weird. But let's get on to the main topic of what I'm trying to tell you guys about the possibility of the FBI helping Thomas Matthew Crooks and this Antifa shooter, okay? So a lot of you guys have seen the videos now. I'm working on a bigger show. I haven't gotten it done yet. But there was a second shooter up on the water tower. There's video of it. It's grainy video, yes, but there is somebody standing up on that water tower And the picture that they used in place of Thomas Matthew Crooks is actually the Antifa shooter, because you can see gauges in the ears. You can't see where he had these piercings on his lip, but that picture is real. It did exist. Thomas Matthew Crooks, they're trying to come out and fact check it and say that he wasn't trans and that the piercings aren't real. And when he was there at the rally shooting, he had a beard and a mustache. Well, yes, he did, but it doesn't take that long to grow that. You know, as a man, it takes, what, a week to 2 weeks tops to grow that? So maybe 3. But that picture was dated a little bit. It wasn't just from yesterday, so it was a real picture. And his hair is long, just like it was in that picture, too. I mean, when he was seen up there. Now, the crazy thing is, Secret Service knew about him for 3 hours. They lied about it, and now you've got Kimberly Cheadle. She's now resigning, and I'm working on that video too. It wasn't good in the congressional hearing against her. Everybody's saying, yes, it was a massive failure. I don't think people understand just how big of a massive failure it is. What we're talking about is Kimberly Cheadle was compromised in a way that jeopardizes our entire national security. You're trying to take the one guy out that's dedicating his life to Jesus Christ now and says that, you know, we need to give our lives up to Jesus. He's the true Savior. He is. Trump's saying that. Biden's not going to say that. But they're trying to take Trump out. And what's crazy about that Simpsons episode that I posted, and you guys can check it out on this channel. It's right down there at the top video of Friday Night Frights. You know, they talk about Bart operating that crane. Corey Compratore was sitting right beside the crane. He was shot in the head, guys. And I think he was taken out by the Antifa shooter on top of the water tower. I really do. And this was an FBI inside job, and the reason I say that is because cell phones are being tracked of Thomas Matthew Crooks in the year leading up to this, people that were working with him. And there was a guy that went back to an FBI office in Massachusetts, and we're trying to figure out exactly who that FBI agent is based off who operates out of that office in Massachusetts. But this has been going on since 2017. And where's your link in with all this? It's his parents. I keep saying that. His parents are social workers, guys. You know, every time in this case, there's always this therapist. Look at the Uvalde, Texas shooter. He had a therapist. He was trans. He was gay. He was bullied. It's the exact same storyline. Nothing has changed. Well, his parents are social workers. They've been social workers for 20 years. And you know the first year they started? 2002. That was the same year that the movie The Sum of All Fears came out, where that opera song came out at the very end of the movie, saying, I will win, fight, fight, fight. That's the same one Trump uses in the end of this RNC. There are way too many consistencies. Everything's a stage. We're living in the Matrix, and we're just trying to unravel the clues and figure it all out. You know, is Trump part of the act? I don't know. Maybe. But at the end of the day, he's the one saying, I place my faith in Jesus Christ. That's the guy I'm going to vote for. That's the guy I voted for in 2016. That's the guy I voted for in 2020. And in 2016, I said he was going to beat Hillary Clinton. At that time, nobody really believed it. I was saying that 3 days before the presidential election. I said he's going to beat Hillary Clinton. And my mom didn't believe it. She said, I don't think so. He doesn't seem to have a chance right now. But of course, we all voted for Trump. But he did. And they didn't expect it. And they've attacked him and persecuted him ever since. Now, I want to tell you guys something that you don't know. The judge that indicted Trump and convicted him of a guilty sentence in the Stormy Daniels stuff, that judge is now sitting in Guantanamo Bay. The media is not talking about it. No other YouTube channels really coming out about this information. And I only found out because of a coworker. He must have heard it somewhere off of YouTube, so somebody must be talking about it somewhere. But what happened was, in a criminal proceeding, a criminal case, you need all 12 jurors to convict guilty, and they didn't have it. They had 11 of the 12. That works in a civil proceeding, but not a criminal case. So now they've gone and they have rounded that judge up. He's now sitting in prison in Guantanamo Bay, and he is in a lot of trouble. And I think that's what Trump's trying to say with this opera song, saying we will win, fight, 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 is he's going to round up a lot of the deep state. But here's the thing. I don't think he's going to get the chance. I think that like I said, I think this is going to come to World War III before the election can even come. And we've got, what, 100 days before the election now. It's not until January 20th, approximately speaking, when the new president can take over, okay? And now that Biden's officially dropping out, we are going to have a new president. Now, let me rephrase what I'm saying. Trump is the rightful president. He's been the president this entire time. It's just not recognized, okay? It was stolen from him, and 75% of America realizes that. But it's going to get real interesting. Hang on, buckle up. We know this was an FBI inside job, and more details will come out. I'm working on a big video. I hope I get that done for you guys soon. And stay tuned to this channel. Check out that Simpsons episode that I got down there for you. It's very, very important because I've got another video of where Corey Comparatori was sitting right at the edge of that grandstand and that farm stand, the bleachers, and it was literally right beside the crane. Maybe there was a shooter inside the crane. I don't know. Probably not. People would have seen it, you would think, but on the water tower for sure. That crane has significance. The Simpsons wouldn't have put it in that episode if it didn't. So I appreciate you guys supporting this channel. We're coming out on local cases. John D. Marino, Gretchen Fleming. We're doing a group chat. I think it's going to be Thursday at noon. That's going to be an inside conference call. If you'd really like to get in that, let me know, and we'll get you in that, okay? Thursday at noon is what we're shooting for. We're going to reveal personal details that we have found out in these private cases. Well, not private cases, but the police, they've dropped off. They're not doing anything. So it seems like we're doing more work than what they're doing on it. So we'll reveal that. Let me know if you want in that. That's going to be Thursday at noon. It's going to be a Facebook Live call. And that's all I got for you guys. Stay tuned. We'll give you more updates as we get them. This is information you're not hearing on other channels. So I want to keep you guys up to date on everything. We'll see you later.